I've got a new camera. This is the first. Oh my gosh. I'm speaking in slightly more hushed tones because my daughter's asleep. This does come with a microphone. It's a bit much for me. This is going to make no sense. But I have a new camera and a new microphone. If I was to use the new camera and the new microphone in one video, I'd find it a bit overwhelmed. That's a bit too exciting for me in one video. Welcome back to my channel. I have a new camera. I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo because it comes with everything you need. Like, I've got an extra microphone for when I'm brave enough to use everything at once. I'm literally an actor. I don't know why that's making me nervous. It's 8:10, guys. I've never filmed a video this late before. But I wanted to just film a really chatty, casual, welcome to 2025 goals, what I'm trying to do this year, how I want to improve myself, improve my life. I love watching these videos. I find them really, really motivating. I'm also really nosy. I also want to reflect a little bit on 2024 because I also think that's really, really important as well in terms of like recognizing achievements, moving forward. This might be a long video. My daughter's asleep. She's 4 months old and she's teething, so she's been in pain all day and she's not really napped. So I'm hoping she's going to be asleep. I probably will have to check on her halfway through this video. But yeah, make yourself a brew. I'm not going to be doing anything interesting in this video, so this doesn't need to be a sit down and watch video. This isn't like a vlog. I'm not going to be doing anything entertaining. I'm merely just talking. So if you want to put this on in the background whilst you're cooking or cleaning or commuting or working, avoiding working, whatever you do, just make yourself a nice drink. Mine is a Bailey's hot chocolate, because apparently it's still Christmas. That is delicious. Yum. I'm just going to ramble in this video. I'm just going to just talk. I want to talk about my personal goals, my professional goals, reflecting on what I achieved last year and what I didn't achieve, and just be like completely honest and open. And the goals that I want for this year, I want them to be achievable, but I'm also not going to beat myself up if I don't achieve them. These are just things I would like to do. I also need to make my dream board, my manifesting board, but I'm not going to do that until I move. So let's start with reflecting on 2024. So for me, that was the year I became a mum. I entered 2024 late on my period, and on the 2nd of January, I realised I was pregnant. So I'd actually written down in this notebook, my professional goals for 2024, which, to be honest, I didn't realise I was going to get pregnant that quickly. So this is full of stuff that I really wanted to do, which, have I done any of it? Let's see. I had a TikTok weekly schedule, guys. On it is 1 outfit video a week, 1 vlog day in the life, 1 get ready with me, 1 FaceTime kind of video, and 1 like miming video. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TikToks a week. Now, I think I've done more than 5 TikToks a week, if I'm honest. Sometimes I'll post 3 times a day. So I did that, but I didn't do like kind of what I wanted, you know what I mean? This is when I found out I was pregnant. I wanted to go and see Loathe at Wembley. I did do that. I wanted a baby moon in Greece. I did that. Didn't go to Barcelona. Didn't have a weekend away. Actually, I did. We went to London for the weekend to see Block Party. So I did do that. Get a new phone. I did. I've got a work phone. Stay at my dad's when Feisal's on tour. I did that. Get some gigs / festivals booked. I didn't really go to any festivals because I was very pregnant and I didn't understand the pregnancy sitch. Grow my social media following and get paid for it. I kind of did that, yes. Get more UGC work, yes, I did do that. I also wanted to sign with a commercial agent last year, which I didn't. I did sign with a new acting agent, but I didn't sign with a commercial agent. I had the idea of I would like to get some work like doing pregnancy stuff, and that didn't happen for a multitude of reasons. I feel like when I actually had the big bump that would have been castable for commercials or whatever, I was anemic and I had SI joint dysfunction. So if you've been anemic, you'll know it's the most exhausting thing. And also the SI joint dysfunction is kind of like sciatica, but like I couldn't walk. So yeah, I completely forgot about this. I booked a commercial for a really big household name brand that I just had to turn down because it was only in Newcastle, which isn't too far away from Liverpool, but I actually couldn't get there. Even with Feisal coming with me, I wouldn't have been able to film it. And I've just forgotten about that because it was quite good money and I had to turn it down. That's how you know, like, when I say I was struggling being pregnant, I really was at the end to turn down a massive shoot for a massive brand for big money. What about that? I actually, last year, I got approached quite a lot to do documentaries and things like that, and like pilot TV shows, and people wanted to film the birth and things like that. That was weird. I don't mind being open and honest online, but I didn't want to be on TV having a C-section. No disrespect to anybody that approached me about that. It was, you know, it's cool to be approached, but I never had so many TV offers in my life whilst I was pregnant. This year I wanted to just work like full-time, fully doing acting, content creating. I did put model here because before I broke my foot I did quite a bit of commercial model stuff, so I would do commercials for Dulux, Sports Direct, that kind of stuff, and I would be cast for those as a model by my acting agent, or I'd get it myself. I never wanted to call myself that because I never felt like that, but it's a commercial model. It's not like, I'm obviously not a catwalk model, am I? Come on guys. But yeah, I wanted to maybe do some more of that, but I wrote this down before I got pregnant. Yeah, I also wrote down here that I wanted to reply to comments and DMs quicker. I didn't achieve that. I'm really not great at that, so that's one of my goals, is to be better at replying to comments, because it's not like I don't want to, it's that I get I'll get a notification or an email, I'll read it and then think, oh, that's so nice, I want to reply to that properly and think about it, and then I just don't. I forget. Now that I've got a baby, I forget even more. For someone to take time out of their day to send a comment and for me to forget to reply is really bad on my part. So that's something that I didn't get better at last year that I really need to this year. I had here and here like have a content calendar. I did that, didn't stick to it. Start a broadcast channel on Instagram. I don't think I am going to do that, because does anyone use that? In here I wrote a lot of things. Like I wanted to post 2 times a week on YouTube. Obviously when I became pregnant that became harder, especially in the first trimester, because all I was doing was being sick. So what was I going to film? Because no one knew, and I'm not going to film all of that. I think I averaged about maybe 2 videos a month. So I think going forward, for a professional goal, maybe I should aim for 2 videos a month on YouTube, and then I'm more likely to do more. I think I might do that. Anyway, I've written some notes, so I'm going to go through them here. I don't even think I finished making notes, but that's what happens when you've got a baby. Talk a little bit about more things I did achieve. Obviously what I did achieve was becoming a mum. That's like the biggest thing I will ever do in my whole existence, is become a mum for me. Like that is wild. That's crazy. I did that. I can't, what? If I was to like show me now a few years ago, I'd be like, what? And B, I'd be like, what? Things I didn't achieve. Yeah, I didn't post twice a week on Instagram or YouTube, which is what I did write down. I had down do 3 TikToks a week. Yeah, I did do that. I wanted to capture as much B-roll as possible. I think I did that. What I did do is, like I said, I had a successful pregnancy, which is always a miracle and a blessing. I found pregnancy really hard for various reasons, but the pregnancy was healthy and my baby girl was born healthy. So that is like the biggest thing ever. I was proud that I just embraced it. I just went with it. I didn't think it would happen when it happened. I thought I'd be waiting a lot longer, you know, things like endo, being 30, that kind of stuff. So I had in my like to-do list for the year to like really open a savings account and then do this and do that and get prepared, and I just wasn't prepared, but I just went with it. I thought instead of getting anxious and stressed, I'm just going to sit in this and be like, okay, well, that's that. Let's go. I was like, you know what, let's just ride the wave. And I feel like last year that's something that I've really done, because I always want to try and ride the wave. I'm not always good at that. I sometimes get a bit stressed. I quit a job that I loved, but that was no longer serving me, and that was a really, really hard thing to do, because that was kind of my safety net job. I really enjoyed the people I worked with. I enjoyed the company and my clients and things like that. I was really like excited about developing in that area of my like expertise, but a lot of changes happened really quickly that were quite contradictory, and because I was so sick as well, because it was the first trimester, I ended up getting quite tearful and thinking it's just not fair. Like, you're being penalised, but then you're expected basically I had too much to do in a small amount of time. I didn't have the hours to do what I needed to do. So instead of like just persevering and getting through it, I was so sick and pregnant that I just had to quit it, which was quite scary, because I just then had nothing. I was too sick to work, so for quite a while I just couldn't do anything, and that, when you're freelance, self-employed, was really scary. It's not like I could go on sick leave or anything like that. That doesn't happen when you're self-employed, so I was a bit like, okay, that was massive. And at the exact same time, I'd signed with what I thought was a really good agency. I left a really good agency that I shouldn't have. I should still be with them, and I moved to another agency that I thought was just as good, if not better, and turned out that the agent is a criminal. So I was dealing with that, and I think actually it came at the right time. I was so pregnant, I couldn't care that much about it. So then I was left without an agent for like the first time since well, ever. Since I left drama school, I had an agent, so that was a lot. I actually forget how much stuff happened last year. That was really wild. And again, I just embraced it. I was just like, you know what? Things in my career could not get any worse right now, but I'm pregnant and I just have to just roll with it. I also went through the pregnancy with a disability, so that was, I'm really proud that I did that. I'm finally coming to terms with the fact that I have complex regional pain syndrome. Having something physically disabling you from doing everything you want to do is really tough, and doing that whilst pregnant as well. I'm really proud of myself, and also I spent most of the pregnancy completely on my own because my husband was on tour 3 or 4 times whilst I was pregnant, and I have no family here. And I have friends obviously, but it's different. I got to work with dream brands for me like Love Honey, P & Co. That was really cool. That was kind of like pinch me. I was like, what? That happened after I had my daughter as well. I did my first voice acting jobs. I've always wanted to get work as a voice actor, but I've never put the work or effort in, really. I've gone to do it and then something else has taken over, and I done it. I now am in a position where I can say, yes, I am a voice actor. Here is what I've done, and I've got the evidence, I've got the videos. I feel like I can develop some kind of voice reel. If you can hear chewing in the background, Turtz is having his dinner, that's what you can hear. I had another viral TikTok, that was fun. It was a very tongue-in-cheek video that got taken way too seriously, so now I know not to be so jokey on the internet because people just think it's serious. But it got me a lot of new followers, it got me new opportunities, it allowed me to like expand my community. I've made friends because of it, so that was really cool actually in the end. Turtz is probably going to start making biscuits behind me. He's clocking in for a shift. I signed with a new agent despite being pregnant. That was cool. My daughter being born, it was, yeah, I felt like, I hope you can hear him purring. Last year feels like the year that nothing, but everything happened. That's reflecting. I'm proud of myself. It was really challenging. I spent most of it in pain or being sick or crying. I'd love to know what you guys are proud of last year, what you navigated, and let's celebrate each other. It's always fun to celebrate each other's achievements. Moving on, Bailey's hot chocolate is just like the nicest thing. Let's move on, personal. By the way, I'm really sorry if the structure of this video is a bit all over the place. It's quite a true reflection of my inner working and inner being. So if this video is all over the place, I'm really sorry. I have tried to structure it. I have tried to structure it, but as you can hear and see, it's not going well. Let's move on to personal goals. So I have a few personal goals, but my main personal goal, trigger warning, this section talks about weight loss, losing weight, diets, is to love what I see when I look in the mirror. And I feel like that's quite a big goal. Just for context, not to sound like a pick-me, before I was pregnant, I was pretty happy with what I saw in the mirror. I want to love my body again. It's weird because I have so much admiration for my body. It's created a human and it's carried that human, it's grown that human. So I love my body for what it's done and what it does for me. I have like, at the core, I love my body, but its physical appearance right now I'm not happy with, and I think that's okay to say. A lot of people after pregnancy feel this way. I think as well if you've had a C-section. So for me, I'm short. I'm 5'3". I was 5'4", but I broke my back and lost an inch. And I had a massive bump. I mean, if you've followed me on social media or if you've seen, my bump was huge. I didn't think my bump could get that big. And also and the thing is, if you see photos of me when I was pregnant, it's just the bump. And now that I don't have a baby there, I think I have, what is it called, like diastasis recti? Basically, I feel like all my muscles in my tummy have separated. I think because my bump was so big, because I really struggled with pain, like stretching pain, and I think my muscles have just come apart and basically they're not back together again. And so I'm just not happy with this area. Also, I had my SI joint dysfunction. I'll leave a link below if you want to read about it. That came back after pregnancy as well. I had it in pregnancy and I've had it after pregnancy. So for about, I'd say maybe 6 weeks. My daughter's 4 months old now. For about 6 weeks, I'd say. Couldn't really physically do anything. I really was in a lot of pain. It made me really miserable. I couldn't really do much with my daughter. Picking her up made me cry in pain. That's how bad it was. And so I feel like I'm a month and a half at least behind on losing weight. And it's weird because it's like, I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't have to lose weight. I mean, I don't need to, but for me, I don't like the way my body looks. It's just this area, like, it's here and it's here and it's here, and I just like, my legs are fine, hips fine, bum fine, arms fine, but it's like my back and my tummy and my chins are just I've never ever felt this ugly. I will do a proper video on it in case anybody's interested, but postpartum, that's something I've really struggled with. I have filmed a lot of videos like this and I've just deleted them because I watch them back and think I can't, but that's something that I'm trying not to do this year. I am going to put this video out if this sounds okay, and I just want to love my body again. So how am I going to achieve this weight loss? Well, obviously I need to look at what I'm eating. I think maybe I need to, the 2 meals and a snack was really working for me before Christmas, so I want to like look at that again. What I have ordered from Protein Works is this isn't sponsored, but I've ordered it's like a weight loss bundle, which can sound a bit extreme, but I think for me that's like the only thing that's going to make me do it, and it's basically a meal replacement shake. So I will probably have that meal replacement shake, another meal, and maybe 1 or 2 healthy snacks. It depends how filling I find the shake, but I think I still want to have 1 meal a day that I choose, that I enjoy, whether that's pad thai or fajitas or beans on toast, you know what I mean? Maybe one day I'll have a chocolate bar and the next day I'll have like an apple and some berries or something. I don't know. I still need to think about it, but I've bought that bundle and I think it's going to arrive. I'm going to see that I've spent 50 odd pounds on this bundle. I need to make the most of it, and I'm going to see if that helps me. I think I just need a bit of help, and I think as well at the minute it's my daughter's teething. She's starting to teeth, and so I don't really have much time in the day. I don't have any, I've had no time today to cook. I've had toast basically today as 2 of my meals. It just isn't nutritionally good for me. I'm really grateful that it's not affecting my mental health really. I know I'm crying at my appearance, but I soon shake it off and just move on, and it's not like a lingering thought. I look in the mirror and don't like what I see, or I see myself on camera and don't like what I see, but I then go pick my daughter up or do some cleaning. I'm not festering in the thoughts, if that makes sense. I've written down here that I need to bite the bullet and hang out with mums. I know that sounds really silly, but I have, it's weird because like my mum friends are amazing and I don't get to see them because, well, I've not been a mum that long, but also they all live far away from me, but they're really cool. And so if I made more mum friends, I'm obviously going to find some mum friends that are like my mum friends that I speak to online, right? I don't know, it's just when I've been in the presence, this is so awful of me to say, but when I've been in the presence of other mums in the places I've been, this is no shade or judgment, but I found it really hard to connect. For instance, I went to the baby cinema with my daughter, and I said hello to everyone, and I tried to like engage in conversation with everyone, and I was so unsuccessful, and I don't know why that was, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's like put me off. And also, whilst I do want to have mum friends because it'll be good for my daughter to like be with other kids, I also don't want to talk about babies and kids 24/7. I say that, but then I reckon I'll feel different if I make mum friends. I'm also going to be like, oh, so what? They're on formula. What are they on? Like, I know I'll be like that because I would be interested. I think it's just, I don't know, I'm in my own head about it. I need to bite the bullet. I need to go to mum groups and baby groups, and I just need to do it. I think I'll ease myself in when we move. Where we are moving to, I have mum friends like more locally. So I think if I hang out with them, which obviously I will because they're my friends, I think that will ease me into then being a mum in terms of having mum friends. But that's a big goal for me. I'm sure I can find mum friends that don't want to chat about being a mum 24/7. Like, I want mum friends and we go for brunch. Bottomless brunch. I've written down here, continue to prioritise my mental well-being. I'm very cliche, I'm very Pinterest bored with my mental well-being. It is having a bath, it's having a face mask, it's shaving my legs, it's moisturising, it's painting, it's colouring. Those kind of things are so cliche, but they really help me. So I really want to continue doing that. And I want to continue with my hobbies that don't involve being a mum, like going on a night. Is going on a night out a hobby? I don't know, before I had my daughter, I wasn't bothered about going on a night out. Now I've had my daughter, I'm like, when's the next sesh? I just seem to, I don't know, I've had my daughter and now I just feel like I want to be more sociable. I went through a bit of a rut where like it felt like more of an effort to be sociable, which is so unlike me because I'm an extrovert. I just couldn't be bothered. But now I'm so out of that and I'm like, okay, well, what am I doing? Okay, who's free tomorrow? What am I, you know, that's really cool. I want to continue with that. I just want to embrace that and keep moving. I would like to get into more of a routine with myself in terms of making sure I take my makeup off every night, doing skincare, all those kind of things that I do have time to do. I won't lie, in the newborn stage, I don't think I really did have time to do it. Even if my mum was here and my husband was here, I still was just too tired. But now that she's sleeping for longer periods of time in the night, I need to do it. In the day, it's going to be hard for me to do stuff because she doesn't really nap in the day at the minute. But in the night time when she is actually asleep, I need to just prioritise those kind of things as well, like exercising, eating better, like all of that I really want to do. I think it's because like where we, for long story short, we have to move out of this apartment this month. We need to find somewhere to live and move out this month. We have outgrown this apartment. There is no room. Like the state of this apartment is horrendous in the sense that there are things everywhere. There are things everywhere. There is no room for anything. It's a 2-bedroom apartment and it's not the smallest apartment. Like it's an all right size. But Faisal's a musician, so there's like 50,000 bases in this apartment. I am an actor and content writer, so there's ring lights here and there's lights there, there's rails of clothes there. So many beauty products, PR, like things I've been sent or whatever. We have a daughter, obviously because the spare bedroom is Faisal's studio, so she doesn't have a bedroom, so like the pram and her like everything is everywhere. And it's been like this for about 6 months now, and I can't focus, and it's why I've not done all the sit down chatty videos that I want to do. And so my mind is like chaotic because there's stuff and things everywhere. There's nowhere has a place anymore because there is just too much. And I think it's really affecting my ability to like exercise, cleanse my skin, all of that stuff, because I can't work in a cluttered environment. But there's no way it has to be like this because there's just nowhere for things. So I think all of those goals in terms of like doing my skincare every night, making sure I do yoga every morning and every evening, those things I think are just going to have to happen when we move. I just can't see myself getting into those habits right now because there's just too much going on in my head and in the apartment. Tidy space, tidy mind, it's that. I don't have tidy space, so I can't have a tidy mind. Let's move on to professional goals. I'm well open chatting for so long, so if I speak a little bit more quickly, that is why. Professional goals, I haven't actually thought too much about this because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself professionally this year because it's the first year coming out. I'm on maternity leave and then I'm going to be going into work. I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm freelance, I'm self-employed, I don't have a job to go back to. It's all on me and the kind of work I do. If you step outside of it, you can just lose all your clients. Before I broke my foot and everything, I was consistently asked by the same people to do music videos, commercial shoots, skincare shoots, modelling shoots, like all of this kind of stuff, and I now don't get asked that by those people. It feels like that. It's not really like that. I just don't want to set myself up and then it not happen. I don't know what going to work is going to look like having a baby. I do the odd job now and then. I don't know what that's going to look like. Acting wise for me, I think I just want to get back into the swing of things. I don't have like a particular company I want to work with or director I want to audition for, just because I think I'll be really disappointed if it doesn't happen. But I just want to refresh and recenter myself. I want to get new headshots. I want to update my show reel. I want to check in with my agent. I want to have a meeting with her and ask her, like, do you think I should go for more of the mumsy look, or do you think I should look how I want to look? Like, there's all these things. It's weird as an actor because like my casting type isn't how I want to look, if that makes sense. Like, the reason I don't have crazy coloured hair and loads of tattoos is purely because I'm an actor. Like, that's the only reason why. And I get cast in roles that aren't alternative because I don't typically look like that. You either have to be one extreme or the other in the acting industry. It just kind of is like that. So I don't know whether to like embrace the mum bob and just look like a mum in my headshots, or do I look like how I actually want to look? I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. So yeah, I think I just need to refresh myself. I just need to check in with my agent and just see where they think I should go. Like, what do you think I should look like? What do you think I should do? What do you think is going to get me seen? And just like trust their opinion on it, because at the minute I don't really know. But yeah, just new headshots, new show reel, get a voice reel together. I was swearing then. Get a voice reel together. That's really important for me. My husband could do that for me because he's a musician and he has like loads of microphones and equipment, and I don't know how to use all that. He does. That's his job. That's what he's sat in the room doing all the time. In terms of UGC / content creator vibes, I've done bits here and there. I've actually turned down quite a bit of work because you can only do a certain amount of work whilst you're on maternity leave. I'm just so ready to get cracking with it. I would love to do a lot of UGC because that's content I don't have to post on my own channels, and it means that I have the freedom to work with a lot of different kind of brands. They're coming to me, they have a product, and I talk about it. In terms of like my own content creating slash like influencer work, I'm just so ready to get cracking with it. I love creating content. I love creating videos. Again, because we are where we are and there's stuff everywhere, I feel like I'm really limited. There's not really any space for me to make the videos I want to make. And that's not like, I used to film so much in my ensuite or in my bathroom, but there's now stuff everywhere. There's like a baby bath in there, there's baby toys, and it's like, oh, I just can't film what I want to film. The second half of the year when I'm back to work, I want to like write down a list of brands that I want to work with, and if they haven't approached me already, I want to approach them and say, I think we'd work really well together. I want to continue in the communities that I'm in as well, like the content creator communities. I'm now in the Packer Band one, which is really cool. They recently sent me a voucher, so I got to pick out some goodies, and that's really cool because like that's my favourite brand of perfume ever. I want the quality of my videos to be better, and that includes my vlogs. I think particularly my TikToks, when I'm working with a brand, I want to film on an actual camera and make that quality better. I just want to upgrade that, and I feel like I can do that because I've got this camera now, so when I know how to work it properly, I feel like I can achieve that. I want to be more consistent in the types of videos I'm uploading. I don't mean in terms of how much I'm putting out, I just mean like, what kind of content do I want to create? Because when I was pregnant, I was just like, I'll just do anything pregnancy related, but now I'm a mum, I don't know how I want that to look. I feel like I need to kind of separate my content more. At the minute, it's just very what I feel, which is great, it's quite intuitive, but I think I actually want to be more mindful of, okay, well, my weekly vlogs, if I do weekly vlogs, I want it to not centre a lot around being a parent, and I think I then want to have separate, like, spend the day with me as a mum vlog. I just want to be more like specific with things, if that makes sense. I want to carry on building my community. That's something I'm really excited about, especially on TikTok. I feel like it's a really nice community of people because it feels so nice to get the love. I want to give that back out as well, so I really want to build more of a community, because I know the people that I follow that follow me are really lovely, kind, genuine people, and it's the kind of people like subscribers, for instance. Like, I feel like if we were all in a room together, it'd be really nice. I want to just create more of that feeling, like connect a little bit more. I think as well, because especially for YouTube, it's my smallest platform, and so I vlog because I want the memories, but actually, you know, why don't I like put a bit more effort into like engaging, like building this community, like me and you know, just carry on, get myself together. I feel I need to give myself stricter deadlines. I want to give myself strict deadlines, but I have a baby, so I can't do that. I don't know. I've said to Feisal that I want to spend time like on my own in a coffee shop where I just sit down and I edit. I think maybe I need to have dedicated editing days where I know I have childcare and I can go off and just edit. I think there's so many things like this. So I think rather than be like, no, I'm going to edit every Tuesday she needs to be with the babysitter or with her father so she can do it, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to work like that. My husband goes on tour a lot. My family work 9 to 5s. I just don't know. I think I want to enter this year again by just riding the wave and finding my flow. I think for me, none of that is going to be achievable until we've moved. We have to move city. We have to pack up this flat and we have to move. And I think until then, I'm just going to ride the wave. Maybe we should come back in a few months' time and do a little check-in. Like, how are my goals working? Like, how am I finding it? Am I doing my skincare every day? Have I lost weight? Am I being more engaged with my followers? Like, all that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll do a check-in in a few months. I'd love to know what your goals are. I'd love to know what you achieved last year that you're proud of, or maybe that you're not so proud of, that you want to work on this year. None of us are perfect. We are all a work in progress. That is what life is. But I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy watching these. I just wanted this to be a nice introduction to the year, reflecting on the year gone by. What do we want to do this year? I know I've only talked about like professional and personal goals, but there's like fun ones I want to do this year. Like, I want to take Athena to her first festival. What's her first gig going to be? What's her first holiday going to be? I will see you in the next video. I have vlogged today. Drink some water. Be safe, be merry, whatever it is, just be kind. I will see you on this channel, hopefully, in the near future. Bye, guys.